Hey, what's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Monster Man Vape's coming back. Welcome to episode 4 of my pre-made wire slash coil review series. Yeah, I'm bringing it back. Some new wire came to my local shop, and it spiked me to bring this series back. So, what's on the agenda for today? Today, we're going to be taking a look at Wotofo's Premade Juggernaut Wire. So, what I'm going to do in this one, though, is I'm going to dive down the table, zoom in the camera a little bit, so that way you can get a really good look at how this wire looks, see how it does when you wrap it. It's very springy. You know the whole deal. So let's dive down the table and take a closer look at this Juggernaut wire. So here's a spool that the Wotofo brand Premade Juggernaut wire will come on. As you can see, 20 feet is how much wire is on this spool. Juggernaut, Nichrome 80, 2 cores of 26, individually clapped in with 36, and then overall wrapped with .4 ribbon wire. Now, I know all y'all have been hearing me talk about this all the time, but I cannot help it. I really wish that when it comes to pre-made wire like this, it'd be really nice just to see a Canthal version. But I can vape Nichrome, so this will not affect me whatsoever. And here's how the Wotofo Juggernaut wire looks like. In my opinion, this looks very, very clean. Don't really see any gaps in the Clapton wire and also I don't really see no imperfections with the ribbon. The ribbon appears to be very well spaced out. There's no kinks in it. There's really nothing here. I mean, it's very, very clean. So A+ to Wotofo for the wire being clean. But the next test will be, though, is how does this wrap? So just a heads up for y'all. When you pull out the spool, it's going to still kind of have that circular shape to it as if it was still wrapped around a spool. But that's just how it is. That's how it's going to be. Nothing you can really do about that. But what I'm going to do is take my wire clippers right here, and I'm going to cut this in half because I'm going to try this out as a dual coil. So let's do our best to cut it in half. I know it's not probably very even, but it will work. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab me a 3mm screwdriver, and let's wrap this and see how it is. Alright. So just like that, I'm going to go for 5 wraps. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. It is very springy. A little bit. You'll have to really, so let's see if we can get this to stay. There we go. Alright. And just like that. Now you're wondering, why am I bending it like that? Well, that's because this is how I do with all my coils, whether it be this wire or any other wire. I always like to put that 90-degree bend just to make it easier to install in majority of my RDAs that I currently own. But it can be a little springy, I will admit, but once you kind of give it that tug as you saw me do there, it actually stays pretty well. So there's the first one. Let's get the second one done, and then we'll start into an RDA, and we'll see how this dry fires. So there are both our coils wound up. As you can see, they both got that 90-degree bend in it. And the RDA I'm going to put it on for this review is the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. So let me get them installed real quick, and then we're going to dry burn it on camera to see how many hot spots there are, and how is it difficult or is it easy to get them to burn evenly. Alright, so we got them installed here. They look pretty evenly as far as positioning and spacing. Again, 5 wraps on a 3mm. Haven't dry burned them yet because I want to do this on camera, but right now the Maxo is showing this at 0.11. And let's take the wattage down a little bit to, yeah, we'll go about 95. Start off low. So let's give these a bit of a dry burn. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be some hot spots. So if this strumming is a little loud, I do apologize, guys. All right, getting there. So not really having the pinch at all, just more just strumming to get all the hot spots out. But there are definitely quite a few hot spots, as you can see. Alright, he's looking good on that side, but this guy right here is still wanting to be a pain. Not quite there yet. I can tell there's some hot spots still somewhere. Give him some more strumming. There we go. So, wasn't too hard actually. Wasn't really too hard. There were definitely quite a few hot spots, but they were pretty easy to get out. Yeah, just kind of pitch them a little bit, just kind of keep them straight. And they're looking pretty even to me, guys. So, overall, as far as the dry burning, shouldn't be too hard. So, yeah, so I'm going to wick this, juice it up, and then we'll bring it back up top, and I'll give you my opinion. Alright, folks, we are back up top, and remember, those were 5 wraps on a 3mm bit. Before the dry burning process, the resistance was at a 0.11. After the dry burning process, wicking it up and juicing it, the resistance did bump up a little bit. It's reading now at a 0.14. I bumped up the wattage to 140 watts. Just to kind of show you, let's see some of the vapor production that comes off the coil itself. Probably should juice her up a little bit more, though. I didn't quite juice her up enough. So, there we go. So, again, 140. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Let's bump it up a little bit, shall we? Let's say 200. There we go. That's more my speed. So, let's give it a try, shall we? Cheers. I'm actually going to bump that down a little bit. Back down to 140. 200, there's some spit back, and it's kind of hot on the tongue. But the flavor is very, very nice. It's really smooth. I'm not getting spit back at 140, which is kind of odd. But the pros are, it's got some good flavor. It's a con would be a subjective con is it is a little springy, but if you did what I did and give it that little tug, it will pretty much stay. As you saw, though, there were a few hot spots, but they were easy to get out, so that's not really a con. Another pro, I think, would be the price, really, because 20 feet is still a lot of wire, especially for an exotic wire like Juggernaut Wire. I purchased it at my shop for roughly $16.99, which some people may say it's a bit of a high price. I don't think it's that bad of a price. I think it's actually pretty good. If you can find it cheaper online, then that is great. That is phenomenal. I still wish, though, there was Kanthal versions of this, because I can vape Nichrome. Nichrome does not affect me in any way, shape, or form. But I do look out for all vapors, and I know there are some vapors out there that cannot vape Nichrome. So, Wotofo, it would be nice if you came out with Kanthal versions of your wires. But all in all, still a very solid type of wire. Very, very good. I do give this a recommend. So, yeah. I'm not going to really rate it. I'm just going to say I like it. So, go out and have a look. Give it a try. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I value all my subscribers. And like I always say, until next time, folks, Monster Man Vapes, signing off.